This is what Max initially looked like when we first got him. He was found by our neighbors in a ditch near our house, and they sent out a picture trying to find out if anyone owned him. I saw the picture and, of course, just started crying, and my sweet husband offered to go out and see if he had a broken back, if he could move at all. And when he got there, he thought that maybe he could move his hind legs, so he called me to come out, and I checked to see that he could feel his hind legs, he could move them, but he just couldn't get up. So we were hoping that maybe it was just a matter of his starved state, and that once he started to put on some weight, he'd be able to move better. But it became clear that he definitely had some kind of neurological injury. I think he probably was hit by a car, and he might even have had a break in his left leg near the hip or somewhere in the pelvis. Nothing appeared to be displaced. I couldn't see anywhere where the bones were displaced in any way. But he clearly was having trouble getting up and moving. And while he's been improving, he needs more exercise, but he can't yet get up. So I once again called upon my husband to come to the rescue. The thing you have to know about my husband is he has a genius engineer's mind. And so here he was able to make Max a great wheelchair. I wanted it to be in the style of the Citgo wheelchairs. I'll put a link in the description so you can see what those are like. But basically it's a wheelchair that the dog can sit down in or lay down in. But Citgo doesn't have one for a dog Max's size, so we had to make our own version of it. And here I am getting him put in it. You can see he's just sitting there patiently waiting for me to get him in it. He knows he's going to get to go for a walk, so he's a really good dog. He's very patient. You can see the other dogs also know we're getting ready to go for a walk. They're getting excited. Everybody knows when Max gets in his wheelchair, it's time to go for a walk. So the whole pack gets together and we get ready to go out for our walk. It's kind of like putting a horse, attaching a buggy to a horse. You know, I've got this, I used an old butt pack as kind of a harness. So I attach it to him, and of course it's attached as well to the wheelchair itself. So this is Max in his wheelchair. He's such a good dog. From the very beginning, it seemed like he knew I was trying to help him, and he just worked with me as much as he could so that I could, do things with him. I think he's really smart. I think he's a red-bone coonhound is the kind of dog that I think he is. Those are hunting dogs, and in fact, they've been bred to hunt things like bears. But I don't know, I don't see him as a hunting dog because he's just so sweet. But I have had him out on the trail a couple of times. One when another dog kind of came aggressively at Eddie, and Max just went to his defense, and he was like, "Roar!" It's the only time I've actually heard him make a barking sound. I don't know if the person who had him previously had taught him not to make any noise, not to bark, but he really doesn't. He would sort of call me whenever he had soiled his bed, but he would never bark. He would always do kind of a little whine, I'd hear him go, "Whoa, whoa." And that's the way I would know that he was soiled and he needed some help. So somebody somewhere, he can bark, but somebody somewhere taught him not to. So he's such a good boy. Now here you can see him in the wheelchair without the trappings. And here we are taking a little walk for the day. We've gone out and we're stopping to have a little water break. Everybody's waiting. Max carries the water. It's so nice of him in his little backpack. I've even got one of those little collapsible doggy bowls, which Max just loves to drink out of. Mabel prefers a mud puddle, and Eddie prefers the cap of the bottle. But he'll sometimes drink out of the collapsible water bowl too. They're just so funny together. There's the collapsible water bowl. It's real easy to carry. It's a nice handy little hiker's aid when you hike with your doggies. And Max just loves it. He gets real thirsty, I suppose because he's carrying a lot on these walks. You can see he's anxious for the water. He's like, where is it? I haven't got it in there yet. There you go, Max. Now he's drinking it up. He's a good guy. He really is. He does get thirsty, though. This is also a real nice little road that we walk on. We don't have much in the way of traffic. There's Eddie drinking out of it. Like I say, Mabel prefers a mud puddle. Well, that's all for today. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. More are coming from It's a Dog's Life.